All right, getting an early start this morning. Got a lot of work to do this week. Basically, it's all the fall things, all the renovation things, except for overseeding. I'm not going to overseed this year. I'm going to just talk about what I'm going to do to prepare for aeration, and I'm going to be dethatching the front yard, top dressing with sand, hopefully, and all those things. So lots to talk about, lots to do today. As you can see, the grass is quite overgrown back here. That CarbonX kicks in real quick. So the plan today is to double cut the backyard. We're gonna bring the height down in preparation for aeration in a couple days. So with that, let's get started. It's always a good practice to bring the height of cut down in preparation for aerating, because you want to give yourself every available chance to get those tines to go as deep as possible into the soil to get the longest core you can and really create that space for air and nutrients and water to get down into the soil structure. And one of the ways you can do that is to cut your lawn shorter before you aerate. So I've been cutting on setting C on the Time Master. Gonna bring it down to setting E. Gonna be breaking the 1/3 rule today. If you've seen the video I did a while back on the art of the double cut, gonna be following that today. So gonna side discharge on the first go, see how messy we are. Probably gonna go ahead and bag on the second cut just because of how much material we're gonna be chopping off. The grass is gonna lose some color and it's gonna look kind of but it will help us come aeration time, and the grass will recover and we should be in decent shape. So with that, let's get going here. Well, I just clogged it. So I got all this done. And then I went around just the perimeter of the backyard twice. And as you can see, I'm taking off quite a bit here. And it's still wet because of morning dew. It's still there. I don't have time to wait for it to dry. I just got to go for it. So, I mean, look at this. This is just insane right here. Crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I did clog it, like I said. I gotta clean that out. Let me show you how bad it is. Messy, messy. I might just take the deck up one notch and see how that goes and go from there. Maybe on the second pass I'll take it down again and clean it up that way. I'll tell you what, that thing is a champ, and moving it up just one notch to D was the best decision of the day so far. I didn't have as much issue with clogging or slowing down or anything once I moved it up to D. And look at this. Look at these stripes. Now obviously there's a bunch of crap all over the lawn, and that's what the next pass is for, but man, I tell you what, you don't necessarily need a striping roller with Toro's Time Master. Its natural stripes and its ability to make stripes on its own is just awesome. And I'm sure that justice isn't even done coming through the camera here. I made a mess, and I'm gonna go over it again. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction, put the bagger on, collect as much material as I can. Now for those of you that wanna say, you should leave the clippings there and let them break down and go into the soil and mulch. Yes, the only reason I'm bagging today is because there's too much material on the lawn here. Let me explain. See this? You can't just leave that there. First of all, it looks disgusting. Second of all, it's not gonna break down. And third of all, it's gonna choke out the thatch layer, and you're gonna have to dethatch all the time. And you can avoid having to do it all the time by either bagging your clippings or mulching every time you mow, but mow often. Don't break the 1/3 rule. Mow at least twice a week, and you won't have to worry about that so much. There's just too much material on the grass here. It's got to be cleaned up. It's gonna look so much better when I do. You'll see in a minute. That bin right there, in case you're wondering, is for the local green waste collection that our garbage service offers. They take care of that separately from the regular trash collection. So it's going in there, and then we can go hopefully have time to hit the front yard. So throw the bag on there, get her done. I'm beat already, holy smokes. But man, I told you, it looks so stinking good. It looks so clean. Just ignore the sidewalks. They're gonna get taken care of in a minute. But man, that looks good. Kind of erased a little bit of the stripes this way going that way, but even still, the stripes that I put in going the other way, even when the sun's not behind, they were so defined and easy to see, and it just looks good and it feels good. And even my wife came out before I started that second pass and she said, I like that height better. And I was like, yeah, I do too. So it's gonna stay here the rest of the year, I think, and it'll recover just fine from that. As you can see, we're full. The sad part is it was just picked up this morning. One other quick thing to mention is gas. How did I do on gas back here? To give you a little bit of context, the backyard is 8,500 square feet. I started on a full tank, I got through the whole first pass, and then I got to all of that, and I got to about here. So this is further than halfway across. So I'm gonna say that I got about 12,000, maybe 13,000 square feet on a single tank of gas in the Time Master. Just in case any of you were wondering, I thought that was kind of interesting and that I wanted to share with you. So I did go ahead and refuel to finish up, no problem. And we were good. Now this is ready for aeration. I feel confident that the aerator will be able to get through that, and we'll be able to pull some cores out of there, open up the soil, and be able to give it some goodies. That's one of the biggest things that I do to prepare for aeration, is that double cut, and it works out really good. It's really messy after the side discharge.
That's what she said.
And you don't even really have to do that, honestly. You can mulch it, but when you're cutting off 3, 4, sometimes 5 inches in length, when you're taking that height of cut down to reset, you want to get rid of a lot of those clippings. Some are left in there. I didn't get them all. I promise you I didn't get them all. Some are left in there. They'll still go down into the soil. They'll break down. They'll return nutrients. No harm done here. It's going to be great, and I'm really excited. Still a lot of work ahead. So that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Make sure that you're subscribed because there's so much more to come. We've got dethatching going on in the front yard for sure, scarifying, aeration all around, and maybe some sand in the future as well. So subscribe to the channel if you're not already, hit the notification bell, and don't miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.